Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where the audience, the lovely citizens in the city of Sarcasm, run the show. Get your questions in. Another Premier League weekend done. Chelsea running out 4-3 winners at Tottenham Hotspur. Cole Palmer double. Chelsea 4 points, 4 goals and 4 points off of the top spot. So we'll be discussing that. Manchester City dropped more points against Palace. Manchester United lost to Nottingham Forest as well. Liverpool, of course, didn't play. And Arsenal dropped points at Fulham as well. So like I said, get your questions in. I'm sure the vast majority of the questions will be about the games I mentioned, people. But here's the thing with the Q&A. If you are a member of the channel, your question takes priority like a super chat. So link for the membership is in the pinned comment. It's one of the many great perks. So there's 2 surefire ways to make sure your question gets read out. 1, if you're a member, I will star it and I'll get to it. 2, if you're kind enough to super chat, then I will also get to it. But if it's a non-member question or non-super chat and it's a great question, I will. Because there's always a lot going on with this show. But big up to everyone who's joined over from the raid from Saeed's channel. Big up to everyone who was already here. Let's run up the likes expeditiously. Hit that like button, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live. Hit the like button on the video because we're only at 25 likes. Mods, get everyone running them up. Please hit the share button. Make sure you follow at That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV on all socials, people. Twitter and Instagram. Retweet a like from Twitter/X at Sarcasm City TV. Share from the Instagram. Make sure you follow on both as well. Follow all 4 accounts across both platforms as well. And just as important, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well and hit that notification bell when you do so. Also, let's see what's going on. Big up to Strasbourg Steve. He says gang gang and he's here in the green as well. Shout out to Strasbourg Steve every single time in the fluorescent Lazio green. We're just gonna bypass that, but big up to Musa. Big up to Dags. Big up everyone who's joined over from Saeed's pod. Big up to Jedi Ghost.
You can't just bypass.
It's crazy work, Musa. Crazy work. Big up to Kingston says, big up everyone. Dag says, big up Flawless from Saeed's podcast. Big up you, man. Been a member of the channel for 3 months. I appreciate it. Big up to Sai. Says, become a YouTube. Who's became a YouTube member. Big up Lex, complaining per usual. But shout out to Lex. Big up Broderick says, big up. Big up Diogo Benito who says Bruno is the concussion. Big up to Ryan as well, as always. Big up to Warrior J says, I'm going to come back tomorrow, but just want to ask you a question and I'm out. Of course, Warrior J. Which Premier League teams do you think will get the European spots? What Premier League teams do you think get the European spots, Steve? So that's 7, right? So let's say 4 Champions League, 5th and 6th is Europa, and 7th is Conference. We'll run it as that for the time being. What 7 teams do you think get there?
Well, clearly this is going to be, from what it looks like so far, clearly it's going to be a team that we don't usually see in Europe. Fulham, Forest, Brighton, Brentford, Bournemouth. Who else has been doing really well this year? Trying to look. One of those teams for me is going to get a Europe. And one of a Newcastle, Spurs, or Man United, barring any cup success, they're going to miss Europe. That's what I think. One of Brighton, Bournemouth, or Brentford, Forest, or Fulham. So I think one of those 5 teams gets a European spot at least. And I think one of Newcastle, Spurs, Man United, or Villa miss on Europe.
All right, so who's your 4?
I would say, well,
Champions
obviously...
League. Champions League. Who's your 4 for
Champions League, it's going to be, what? Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool in no order.
No order.
That's the order they're in right now.
Europa League spots 5th and 6th.
That's really tough.
That's the
Spurs.
I think 4 is the 4 you mentioned is the top 4. No order. 5th and 6th. I'm saying Villa. I think Villa get a spot. I think Villa get it together.
Yeah, I think Villa get like.
You know, I'm gonna go on a limb. I've said top 6 for Manchester United, so I'm going with that. I think we get a spot. I've said this. So I said that, and then 7th. For some reason, I'm thinking Brighton.
I'm thinking Bournemouth.
You thinking Bournemouth? Okay. Who's your 5-6? I have 5-6. I've said Villa, United, and 7th I've gone Brighton. So that's my 7. The top 4
sure, I'll go.
as it is now. And then 5th and 6th, Villa United, 7th Brighton, in no order.
Then again, it's really impressive how many goals Brentford have scored. I think they are the they're tied with Tottenham for goals scored on 31. Chelsea are by far the best in the league at 35 goals scored, albeit Liverpool didn't play. So I feel like they're gonna somehow. I mean, they do gotta fix up their defense. I'll go. All right. So 5th, I'll go Villa. 6th, I'll go. I don't see Tottenham do it now. 6th, I'll go with Bournemouth. And then 7th, I'll go Man United.
Close.
I think Newcastle, we're going to finish at best 10th. And Spurs might be like 9th. Because I think both of us are going to be the incompetent organizations that we've been for a long time and keep our bum-ass managers. Seriously? You laugh, but it's true.
First. There's no way.
We both play sexy football. We both play sexy football. To the end of the season. And same with Eddie Howe, bro.
Ange can't make it to the end of the season. Eddie Howe.
Who do you think gets fired first?
Ange.
Really?
Yeah.
Because people expect more from Spurs, you'd think?
Exactly that. And the way that they're losing games as well.
I mean, we ain't losing in pretty ways either.
No, but at least you lot, like, I'm looking here at your last result. So, all right, you lost to Brentford, drew against Liverpool, drew against Palace, lost to West Ham, beat Forest, beat Arsenal, beat Chelsea.
Well, we have 2 wins in 11 Premier League games.
Yeah, I just think it's more so the expectations of the 2 clubs. That's what it is. I think that's where it lies.
Wasn't the conversation around Spurs and Newcastle kind of similar?
Yeah, I hear that. I just believe there'd be more patience.
Plus, Eddie Howe's in his 3rd year. Really.
I just think there's more patience from everybody surrounding it, especially the media. Eddie Howe gets more patience because he's at Newcastle. Like, if you switch them in regards to if Eddie Howe's at Spurs and Ange's at Newcastle, it's less of a talking point. Spurs is just more of a talking point. Media fans like yourself and Newcastle fans may be on his case. I'm talking overall standpoint. It's not really discussed like that. Like, if you lot are not to lose,
because they're a big 6 team.
Yeah, because of the market of the big 6 thing. Yeah, because if you lot lose, let's say you lot don't win in 5 and they don't win in 5. It's a big talking point them not winning in 5.
Yeah.
I think they've not won in 6.
Obviously, depending on who they lose to as well.
Yeah, who they lose to.
The tinier of a team, it'll be even more of a big story.
And plus, Ange is more of a talking point because of how he is character-wise as well. Like, he'll say stuff in like...
Yes.
I don't remember the last time there was an Eddie Howe... What's the word I'm looking for? Eddie Howe.
He's a plain Jane.
Yeah, he's just a chilled man. He just goes to work, does his job.
He's just a proper geezer.
Yeah, he just goes to work, does his job, no frills. I never remember Eddie Howe being involved in any passer whatsoever.
Yeah.
There's any issues or anything. I never Eddie Howe like being sarcastic or being rude to someone or kicking someone out or saying
Ange looks unhinged at times.
Yeah, like Ange is quote unquote more entertaining. That's what I'd say.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say. Hey, big up to Sido, became a member. I think you rejoined as well. Says big up Flawless, waiting for troops back again. Van Dijk, Salah, Trent signing new contract will give huge boost to Liverpool, and rivals do want to hear that. You'll never walk alone. Are they signing new deals? But big up to Sai. Are they signing new deals? Let me know. Big up to Dunsey as well. Let's see what else you lot are saying in the chat. Get your questions in as well. Members in particular. Members, this is your time. Big up Flawless and Steve. What do you think of the Dan Ashworth news? In regards to the news thing, I was more surprised at it because it was a short amount of time. It's been only 5 months. So in him being sacked, I'm cool with it. I don't really have an issue with him like being sacked and him not being there. Where my concern lies is the planning going into it. I would love to know why.
The obsession with getting him in the first place.
Yeah, because we wanted to get him. We identified him as the target. He was the guy that they decided was the one. He was the one. So it's kind of like, I don't know, you chase a girl for months and then you find that you're like, she's the one, and then you get with her and then you two break up after 2 months. And it's kind of like, you've been chatting to her for that long and then you broke up for 2 months. It seems a bit strange.
Wasn't even like, it wasn't even like anything like a phenomenal 2 months.
Yeah, like it wasn't.
Men will do stupidness for one phenomenal night. Never mind phenomenal 2 months. You know,
that's it. Yeah, we will. And like that, in regards, yeah, been there. You know what I'm saying? Been there when I was younger. Been there, 100%. Been there without doubt. And to my point, because Knowledge just said, fam, it be like that. You chase a girl and realize she wasn't the one who you thought. You got a dip. That's where my issue lies with him, because I've used like a regular analogy just in life. But this is Manchester United Football Club. Ineos, who I've criticized, it just screams of me of more incompetence. That you didn't have the correct conversations with Ashworth before you brought him in. It just screams of that.
Yeah.
It screams of more absolute piss poor decision making, which I've seen from the very beginning. From the start of Ineos's reign up until now, I have seen terrible decision after terrible decision, and this just adds to it. So I look at it
obsession with British stuff. Like
keeping Ten Hag. That just adds alone.
That too,
Keeping Ten Hag, then choosing to get rid of Ten Hag.
Bruno Fernandes.
Extending Bruno, then choosing to keep Ten Hag. No, then agreeing to get rid of Ten Hag, then agreeing to get rid of him, then the piss poor attempt to replace him, then not doing a deal with Tuchel. The fact that Tuchel was a choice, having no plan B, re-signing Ten Hag, spending more money, bringing in 2 managers, us having a terrible start to the season. Then not sacking him after the first international break. Then not sacking him during the bad runs. Then not sacking him in the second international break. Then the game at Villa where we drew, not sacking him there. Then having the meeting in that international break and not sacking him. How many is that? How many was that?
14.
14.
14 things.
And there's probably more.
Tirade there.
Well, I'm saying, and they're all unexcused. They're all inexcusable.
They're all minimum 8 out of 10 like bad things.
They're all 16 out of 10 bad things. You know what I'm saying? That's what they all are. They're all this bad.
By the way, can I just say the 2 girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
I big up the panel. That's Ineos Riz in a nutshell. That is Ineos in a nutshell. That's their decision making. You see his decision to say that stupid shit. That's Ineos's decision making in a nutshell. 16 out of 10 decision making. That's how I look at Ineos. They are 16 out of 10 decision making. For those that play Football Manager, and it's the same on FIFA where you have the attributes, in particular on Football Manager, you actually have a decision-making attribute or decisions. And I play the older ones. And it has a number from 0 to 20. Or 1 to 20, I should say. Ineos, it says 16 out of 10. That's what it is. 16 out of 10 decision-making from them Egypts. I'm telling you, classic. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. But big up to Duncy. Sai, what's the source? All 3 offered contracts today. Soon signed pending. Big up for the super chat. I appreciate that. What's it called? I was going to say. What's the source? That's what I was talking about. Where's the source saying this? Let me know. What's the source? Big up to Dags. Says, for me, this Ashworth madness ain't a concern. All coming out, he wanted to keep Ten Hag, then Southgate. And he wanted to keep Ten Hag, then Southgate, and didn't want Amorim. Ratcliffe at least showed he ain't playing, but appointing him is my big question mark. And that's what it is. How are you so far apart in your thought process? Me and Steve are working together at a football club, and I'm hiring Steve. I want to play 4-3-3, and Steve wants to play 3-5-2-1. Or 5-3-2. Surely when I'm having a conversation with him about being employed in the role, that comes up. And then he's talking about, all right, we need a defensive coach. And I'm saying, no, we need an offensive coach. And he's saying, no, we need a coach from Eastern Europe. And I'm saying, no, we need a coach who's South American. I'm just throwing out things. How can you be that far apart is the point I'm making.
Yeah.
Surely you have these. And bear in mind, it was a long period of time United were chasing Ashworth. And I swear they knew each other before.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It just, again, 16 out of 10 decision making. Sounds like a 16 out of 10 interview. That's what we're going to use now. When something goes wrong, I'm just going to call it 16 out of 10. That's just what it is.
Harvey Barnes passing the ball to Wissa. 16 out of 10 decision
16 out of 10 pass, man. That's what that was. 16 out of 10. That's what that was. This is exactly what it looks like. It looks like this shit.
Can I just say, the two goals below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Yeah, that's it. And to Sacadino says you guys need to blame Ineos for this.
What did he just do?
I don't rate Ineos, and I didn't want him in the first place.
I don't rate Ineos either.
I'm not a fan, and Steve ain't even a United fan, but I've not. For anyone who's watched me for any significant amount of time, they know my thoughts on Ineos. I know you're new here, Saka, so that makes sense. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Ineos in the slightest whatsoever.
And there was a reason why everybody, well, 99% of United fans wanted Qatar over Ratcliffe. There is a reason. Because one option was very clearly looking more attractive than the other.
It was clear.
Yeah.
It was clear. David Ornstein said the contract stuff. Hey, someone dropped the quotes. Someone dropped the tweet. Hey, drop me the tweet, please. Big up to the super chat side. Drop me the Ornstein tweets. Warrior J's not around, but shout out to Warrior J every single time. Every single time. The fact we got Barada, I fully trust him to a point. The right man instead of Ratcliffe, who I've seen to make the hard things look easy and the easy things look hard. Already been linked to Andrew. Nah, that's all right. The way he typed it was a bit of an AO. That's what I had to put. Yeah, easy things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Joke, man. This fucking guy, yo. This guy, yo. This guy is. This fucking guy. All right, so we need to add to it. Here it is. This is why I asked for the full thing. So it said Liverpool make opening contract offer to Mohamed Salah. Does not mean agreement done or close. Any outcome expected to take time. But Salah, Virgil, so Salah, Van Dijk, Trent have all now received proposals. So they've just received offers. Yeah. So there's nothing here saying they will sign Sai. This is why I asked for the full tweet. He literally said, any outcome expected to take time does not mean agreement is done or close. So all we needed was they've been offered deals. This is why I asked for the full thing. All right, we'll see how it plays out though. Do I think all three of them sign? Nah. I think
one of them will. Yeah.
I think Salah and Van Dijk sign. I think Trent will leave. Go
to Real Madrid.
Yeah, I think it goes Real Madrid. It's like Real Madrid and goes, you know what? I'm not staying there. Let me go Real Madrid. Like, why have you even let me get down to the last 6 months of my deal? Why have you let me get to my last Why have you let me get 18 months to my last deal? Why am I on 18 months? I'm Trent. I'm one of the best right backs in the league and one of the best right backs in Europe. Why am I at 18 months of my deal? Yeah. Shouldn't happen. More top players. And why have you allowed the two other stars in the club also to be 6 months? Why are they at 18 months in their deals? Again, you know what that screams of? 16 out of 10 decision making. That's what that sounds like.
10 decision making.
It's 16 out of 10 decision making.
FSG in. Let's go.
FSG in, man. Shout out to Veta because he backs FSG. Let me see. Did I miss a member's question? Shout out to Veta, man. That's my guy. Oh shit, Steve. Oh yeah, I already got to this. You've been a member of the channel for 25 months. Big up to you, man. Just making sure I didn't miss no questions from no members. Members, if I did miss your question, answer it. Ask it again. Sorry. Type it again. I'm just checking right now to see. If I did miss anything. Oh yeah, I got to this as well. They've been linked to. Do you know anything about this Andrea Bell?
I can't lie. I don't recognize the name at the moment. Andrea Berta. Italian manager. I don't know who this brother is. Oh, okay. Atletico Madrid, sporting director. How long has he been there for? How long has he
some
been
research.
there for? Since 2017. I mean, they've been pretty good since 2017. I mean, they signed Gallagher, which is a bit of a worry. But like they've
This guy.
I mean, that's a bit of a 16 out of 10
That's a
decision
16 out of
making.
10 decision. That is a 16 out. We ain't just bypass. He co-signed that deal. Nah, I'm not with it, man. Nah. Keep him away from the club, man. Keep him away from the club. Conor Gallagher, nah. Keep him away from that. However, he does fit what Diego Simeone wants. He is a Simeone type player. Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, he's rubbish,
So
but
makes
like,
sense. Well, he fits the profile.
yeah.
It's kind of like when you need a clown on the street when you shout Ryan. It's like, all right, you ain't ideal.
Yes.
Actually, kind of like when you need a Liverpool fan and Ryan's there. He's not a Liverpool fan of quality, but he's still a Liverpool fan. He still fits the criteria.
Yeah.
So you fit the criteria just.
I mean, and it's really like it's you can compromise when you fit the profile of something.
Yeah, man.
Because Ryan is like a horrible human being.
He's a terrible person, terrible football fan. But he is
horrible.
But he is, he is
cringe.
a Liverpool fan. He is a Liverpool fan, though. So he does fit
a Liverpool.
criteria.
That's the only reason why he's of use.
That's it. Because like if you shouted me and was like, "Oh, I need a Liverpool fan," and I sent you Ryan, it's like I ain't the best, but he is a Liverpool fan. That's probably is with Gallagher.
And I should have said to you, send me a quality Liverpool fan.
Yes.
And you wouldn't have sent me Ryan.
No.
Right. So if I was with Diego Simeone, I should have been more specific. Bring me a quality box-to-box midfielder that can make challenges and can shoot from distance and all that. He just said, bring me anybody that can do
He said, bring me a box-to-box midfielder that runs around. And he said, all right, I got you.
Yeah.
And they went and got Gallagher because he is a box-to-box midfielder who runs around.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, you should have said, bring me a box-to-box midfielder who runs around, who also has extra qualities as well. That's where it lies. All right, Andrea Bell, I hear that. That's fair. And speaking of absolute terrible quality, here is Mr. 16 out of 10 himself. Says, based on info that I know from someone I trust, I would be shocked if either Salah or Verge leave. However, I would also be shocked if Trent stayed. Yeah, send that through to him, please. Trent is gone and Sai needs to not get giddy. You know what, Ryan? I don't say this often. I actually agree with you in regards to, I think, I've said this. I think
that
Salah
was really
and Van
hard
Dijk,
to say, by the way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You agree with Ryan?
Rather see, you know what I'm saying? It's like stepping on a plug. Therefore, yeah, I agree with you in regards to Salah and Van Dijk stay, but I think Trent leaves. That's what I would say. Big up to Sai. Appreciate the super chat. Says flawless. I said this before and I'm saying it again. Trent is staying at Liverpool 100%. If Trent goes to Real, I will donate 100. You don't have to worry about donating 100. Sarcasm City membership. You don't have to donate 100. I don't do that, Sai. Just keep supporting. Just keep hitting the like button. Just keep subscribing. That's all I need from you, Sai. That's it. But big up to my guy, Sai. And big up for the super chat as well. Appreciate it. I appreciate it though. But he's convinced. We got one Liverpool fan saying Trent's leaving. And he's confident Trent's leaving. One's you got saying Trent's staying and confident Trent is staying. Yes, Eddie, what you saying?
I mean, one of them is Ryan and one of them is Sai. So
yeah, see? So when we're talking about quality, like Sai, a Liverpool fan of quality, Ryan is not. See the difference. Yeah. That's it.
I enjoy Sai's presence and talking to him. Ryan,
absolutely. It's the complete opposite.
It's nails on a chalkboard.
It's 181. What are you saying, Eddie? You good?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Shout out to Ryan. As you can tell, you're a crowd favorite over here at Sarcasm City.
No, fuck you, Ryan.
If you needed any more indication of how we truly feel, you know. But no, man. Hey, man. Shout out to the Arsenal. So let me get this straight, man.
They are so good at what they do.
Talk about Eddie. Well, go there. Go on. Talk about it.
The group chat. Shout out to everybody's in the group chat. But I got a group chat clip, right, where I'm seeing the brothers say they spent $750 million to look like prime Stoke City.
Yeah.
But when we said it, Oh, who cares? Oh, win is a win, right? Huh. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. I swear to God, you can't make this shit up, fellas.
Yeah.
I told you ahead of time. They gonna be shameless about this shit. So allow me to get in the mud with y'all.
You did say this.
We have the tapes. This is what people don't understand about YouTube, man. They got videos on YouTube since the beginning of YouTube.
That's true. They do.
That means your rant, your Tapas Pulis rant you made 5 years ago, brother. We see that shit.
Tapas Pulis, yeah.
We see it all. Then y'all had Tapas Pulis pom poms on. Then y'all graduated to Tapas Pulis face mask. Next thing I know, you're gonna come out with the Tapas Pulis Halloween kit. It ain't looking too good for my people down there on the red side of London.
It's not. Red side of North London is struggling. They are struggling.
North London is struggling.
That is true. Spurs are struggling. North London is struggling.
Oh, when the Spurs come marching in. Oh, when the Spurs come marching.
This guy. Side note, what year is that kit from?
2020.
Okay, cool. Now I was just asking because surprisingly, I don't normally like shirts like that. I think it's fire. Not even like lime green kits like that. Yeah.
This is why. Before I'm saying this is why me and Don C get along because Don C been calling this shit out.
He has been, yo. Don C has been
saying how badass.
Go on.
When I joke on Arsenal fans, Don C's excluded. Some other people excluded on my family side who don't even like Arteta. Right, so I got a group of Arsenal fans I can have these conversations with. For the rest of y'all, going on a week escapade. Not even a week. I want to give y'all 7 days. I'll give y'all a 3-day escapade of telling Manchester United fans about themselves to 10-hour emergency meetings. It don't look too good, my boy.
You right. Don't see ever since I've known him, ever since he's been calling in, 2 things has been true. He's been calling me a wanker and saying how bad Arsenal are. They are 2 things he has been consistent with from the very beginning up until now. So I'm pretty sure he was calling him out before we called it there. Big up Dunsey every single time as well. Don't worry, I'm gonna continue to get to these questions. Big up Andy. Good to see you, Andy, in the chat. Says, can any other manager get better out of the Spurs team? Yes. Because one thing Ange doesn't do is actually give them any form of defensive structure. Spurs are good defensive. Spurs are good defensively, or when they have good defensive performances, is because of their individuals. But I actually think defensively, they actually have good players. Yeah, today, Basuma and Sarr absolute bozo moments. Adogi's not been good this season. However, I think a back 5 of Vicario, Adogi, Van de Ven, Romero, Aporo with Sarr and Basuma in front of it on paper shouldn't look the way it looks at times for Spurs. Shouldn't at times. And they shouldn't be so, what I say is, forget defensive, so easy to play against from a defensive standpoint at times, as they should be. And I think that is on Ange. So do I think
so easy to cut through?
Spurs? Yeah, they shouldn't be. I don't think that there's teams I think that don't have the defensive quality of those players that will defend better.
Nottingham Forest, you could argue.
Yeah.
More defensively, even though they did concede 2 goals yesterday, but defensively they were on point for the most part.
They just keep their structure well. I think with Spurs, it's the Ten Hag effect. I'm not gonna lie.
Go on, talk about it. What you think? Go on.
Where the shit is just too open. It's really just too open. Like it's one pass and we're good to go.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like one pass and it's straight to the back 4 in a dangerous place. Yeah, and that shouldn't be the case with the caliber they have. Even if you don't think they're the best, I think they're better than that.
Yeah,
but Ange's getting wonders out of that attack. I don't rate their attack, but he co-signed it.
Yes,
he co-signed it.
He's happy to be there. My dog was. Yes. He was Australia, Ireland. Like man, he saw the Prem. He took the opportunity.
Ireland, you mean Celtic?
Oh yeah, my bad. Hey man, I got Scotland. It's USA in this hole.
It's USA now. We get it, man. It's all good.
It's London. It's London, and then Ireland, and I forget the rest. You feel me? out to whoever
No,
involved.
that's.
What was your question? What's it called? Coach's Corner.
Oh yeah, I know we'll get to it as well. Sorry, it's just that members in that take, but I'll get to it. I know, right? Again, you joke, man. Make sure you lot subscribe to that Crooks channel as well, Coach's Corner, because he actually does great work over there. How is it that I can't see us winning the league? I just don't think we do. My opinions on the contract is due to info I've been told. Size is based on pure hopium. Trent is leaving. Also send link. So in regards to this, how is it I can't see us winning the league because you're an emotional wreck? Your opinions on the contract is due to the info I've been told, which all right, you say it is. I actually agree with you on that. Trent is leaving. I agree with you on that. Also send link. Also no. But yeah, continue to run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well, hit the notification bell. Let's see what else you are saying. Hello, write your question again. Again, members, get your questions in. This is your time. Big up Vodge, big up Dunsey.
Look at you, Flawless. You done help my boy graduate to an ITK, man. You one of a kind, dog.
It's not me. That's all myself.
Right. Now, Ryan said I got people in the know who know what's going on.
He did say
man.
this. Let me send this stupid ass the link. I'm gonna send
Let
him
me
the link.
hey,
Oh, he cries.
next photo Ryan I need to see is him with the phone on the ear. Getting that ITK information, man.
And by the way, Nick Nash, I have to disagree with your comment right here, big time, bro. The manager is not the issue at Tottenham; it's the players. If Postecoglou had Man City players, he would be top of the league. You cannot tell me with a straight face Postecoglou would do better than Pep Guardiola this season.
Yeah. I don't think that's the case.
I'm sorry, brother. I know what you're trying to say, but like, nah, man.
And here's the thing:
listen.
Yeah, go on, Eddie. Go on.
The players suck. But
he co-signed the players. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brennan Johnson, Werner.
Yes.
A son that is not son anymore.
Brennan Johnson, Werner, Richarlison by itself. Those three alone.
Brother, you gotta think big. You gotta think big thoughts, man. Brennan Johnson. You done graduate from that Celtic budget to a Levy budget, and you say Brennan Johnson? Come on now. Give it to yourself, man.
They went to Nottingham Forest, and they could have picked a few decent players in their defense or attack or midfield, and they had Brennan Johnson was the one. Really?
No.
Really?
We're not doing that.
Poor. Very poor.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, in regards to it, do I think the players are the problem at Spurs? Yes, to an extent. But he co-signed them. If he had just got there when they was there, I'd hear it. You co-signed these, man. Richarlison, Werner, and Johnson is you. Werner twice.
Man.
You signed Werner twice. You know what I'm saying? Once is a mistake.
They'll probably sign him again. They'll probably sign him again. They'll probably sign him.
And you know what that is, people? That's 16 out of 10 decision making. That's what that sounds like.
Spursy. That's Spursy.
That is not even 16 out of 10. That is 32 out of 20 people. That's what that is.
Signing Werner 3 times.
Twice. Yo, imagine signing it 3 times. I do the third one, but my maths might be off. But that is 32 out of 10 decision making right there. 32 out of 20. It's right there.
32.
That is crazy.
You mean
32 out of 20? Yeah, there we go. 32 out of 20. Big up to Andy. Says, I got Nacho and Martinelli on the same level. The only thing Martinelli's got on him is he's faster.
Pace.
Martinelli literally is fast. He can shit.
Yeah. Better first touch than Garnacho.
That's it. And yeah, he's slightly better across all elements.
Yeah.
Garnacho may have him in goals. I'm not sure. I've not checked. I've not checked.
Yeah, Garnacho is quite possibly the worst winger in the Prem.
No, Miguel Almiron exists.
No. I've seen Almiron do some cool.
Because you know what Almiron's got also that Garnacho doesn't have some pace. At least he can run away.
And at least he got some feet. It's just his brain is cooked.
Yeah.
It's different. His brain is cooked.
At least they'll drop the shoulder or something. You know what I'm saying? And he could do something. All right, he might give souvenir to the crowd, but run me that. Once Garnacho's 1-on-1, I know he has no bag. He's like a basketball player. Who imagine a basketball player.
Garnacho's good.
Imagine a basketball player that, like, all right, he might be a terrible shot, but at least he can get past someone to get the shot off. You throw the ball to Garnacho on the island, he ain't gonna pass it to no one. There's no assist, and he's getting no shot. He's got no bag.
Fizzles out into nothing.
He's got no bag.
Yeah.
Like, at least if you physical, like as a basketball player, you could get past someone and you take a bad shot, rebound. Someone might grab
You
the
get a
rebound.
foul. You get a
Or
foul.
a foul, worst case scenario. Yeah.
Love it.
Like, that's what it is. Ryan, what you saying, man? You good?
Yeah, good, man. Good.
My dog,
bless
what
you.
up, Ryan?
Yeah, good, man. You good?
All good, boss.
Nonsense. To Charlesino, because a couple people have asked this about Flawless. Would you bring back Rangnick? Would you bring Rangnick back to Manchester United as DOF? I would. It depends. Does he fit what's going on there? Because we've seen
Who
it with
knows what's
Ashworth.
going on there?
That's the problem. We don't know what's going on with Ineos. I ain't got a Scooby what they're looking for. So because I don't know the criteria, I can't say, all right, I can just go off resumes. Does Rangnick have a good resume? Yes. Does Andre Berto have a good resume? Steve saying Atletico have signed good players since 2017. So he has a good resume also. So you can bring me someone with a good resume. Cool. That was cool with Ashworth. I didn't really have no complaints about it, to be honest. It's like, all right, you've done well elsewhere. Let's see how you do here. It's not really gone right. Like, but hey ho, we move.
Yeah, I think
Go.
he just has to fit what they want to do over Ineos.
Mhm.
Like, again, I don't think we'll ever get the full idea of what happened with Ashworth.
Mhm.
I do love how we play in the narrative game. We just gonna put everything on the body. We're gonna put everything on the body. He can't defend himself no more. He not with us. Throw all the crimes on that body.
Blame him. Yeah, man. That's what they gonna do. Put all the crimes on him.
That's some cutthroat committee business that I can sign up for.
Yeah, they do that shit on
The
Power.
Spider-Verse or me?
Yo, Steve, yeah, your camera's moving mad. Your camera was moving crazy. Oh, good. Yeah, it's like I see them do that all the time in Power, man. Someone dies and they just throw all the bodies on him.
All the bodies
they do that all the
him.
time in Power, yo. They do that all the time in Power.
Yeah, man. Throw every single one. Every single one. I fuck with Rangnick the heavy like that. That was my dog when he came.
Mhm.
He was the first one to start the bench Rashford movement. I carried the torch. Amarim has carried the torch as well. Rashford hold that. But yeah, if he wants to be, I don't see it. But it's like, especially with the whole Ineos setup, the only thing I can do, honest to God's truth, is watch how the entire thing plays out, and then give my verdict at that point. Like, I need this summer will tell me a lot. I want to see players go who have been here for a long time. That'll be the first marker of them actually doing business. This transfer, the transfers they brought in, I'm fine with all of them. I don't think they've necessarily missed on one. Ugarte was my shocker because I think behind Mazraoui, he's been our second best player. And I think Euro and Cersei still have time as younger players to show me something. And the lid as well. They got the lid in too. So they hit on all five. Those are like actually our best players. And although we don't like, if they brought Rangnick in, I already know he's getting rid of Rashford. Like, I know he's getting rid of a lot of these dudes who've been here while he was here and threw him under the bus. I'm still not over the Jadon Sancho thing, and especially after the performance he put in today, like I don't even know what to say anymore. So yeah, Rangnick can pull through, man. I'm not opposed.
First, hey, big up to Sai for the super chat. As Flawless, I need a one-on-one with Ryan. I want to ask him so many questions about his stupid stuff. Trent sign is not hopium, it's confidence and team performance. Hey, Sai, if you're about, I'll send you the link now. Let me know. I'll send you the link now because Ryan's on it.
Yeah, we need an actual good Liverpool fan on here.
Let's see what we're
Trent
talking
is
about.
leaving.
Criteria.
People need
DOF.
to accept it.
That being said, Ryan,
my boy, let him know.
Before if Sai whether he's about or not, but we'll get your thoughts on this because they were supposed to be like contending for the league that you're contending for. Ryan, thoughts on City drawing against Palace and just their drop off overall and Pep and everything that's going on over there. Let's switch lanes.
You know what it was? Because I actually watched the game yesterday, even though it wasn't live. It was the game I watched at 3. And what's crazy is that I didn't watch City's game against Forest midweek that they won 3-0 because I was watching our game at the same time. So I didn't see that one. So I don't really know how they played in that. I've heard they played all right.
Mhm.
But what I'll say about yesterday is it's the best I've seen City play in weeks. And they were still shit. That's how bad they are right now. It was actually the best I've seen them play in weeks and they were still crap. Like, genuinely. Like, it was like Palace. Palace actually should have been 2-0 up before City scored the first equaliser, to be honest. They should have got a second before that. And then, you know,
They've been
but
missing chances for fun the whole year, Palace, in a lot of their games.
yeah. I thought Ruben Diaz had a really good game for City. I think without him, they would have lost, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, he had a bunch of blocks.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Very good block.
City just get bullied physically. Their team just gets bullied physically so much. Palace were just quicker and stronger than them the whole match, really. Yes, City were probably better on the ball than them, better in possession, like they are against most teams, really. But I thought second half City were actually pretty decent on the ball, but like just Palace's P&P against City, City couldn't handle it. They just couldn't handle it, to be honest. And do I think Rico Lewis's second yellow was a yellow? No. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't be really Palace. The thing is,
dumb
Palace ain't even
challenge to
being.
make.
Yeah, but like Palace ain't. What you think it was a yellow?
No, I don't think it's a yellow, but I think it's a dumb challenge to make.
Do you think it was a yellow, Flawless?
No, I don't think it was yellow.
No.
Yeah, but like, still, I think City just like. Honestly, it's just crazy how bad they are. Literally, they can't defend. They just rely on Haaland really to score goals. Their wingers don't contribute at all. Let's be honest. Like they really don't. Like,
bro, they look like the City that lost the league to you guys.
They look worse. They look way worse than that. They look way worse.
That's why I have you guys winning the league.
But that season where we won it a few years ago, it wasn't even if City were like that bad or anything. Like
they scored 102 goals. I looked it up the other day. They scored 102 goals that season.
What you have to remember with that season where we won the league is that City had a slight decline, which is fair enough. Like they just won back-to-back leagues. They had a slight decline, and we got 99 points and won every game apart from one up until February. Like what City were doing that season is City in the league were like. They would win like 3 games and then draw or lose one. Then they'd win another 3 games, then draw or lose one. It weren't like this, winning 1 in like 9 or whatever it is, dumbass like that.
Oh yeah, this is the worst we've seen them. 100%.
This is way worse than that season, and that honestly, it's just it's all over the pitch. It's like I said, Flaws. I said it the other week. They've got too many weaknesses in their team. Their defense can't defend. Their midfield is too weak, and their attack just relies on one man. Like the likes of Savio, like that miss he had first half where he curls it wide. In the box, like you've got to score that.
It was a bad miss.
You've got to score that. Like
I was watching their game. I watched the game. It was a bad miss.
Yeah, like on the eye test, you're very good. You can beat players, all that. But bro, we need to see some goals. Like you need to score some goals, bro. Like at the end of the day, it can't all be on Erling Haaland. Like you know what I mean? It can't all be on Erling Haaland. Literally, Doku can't score. Grealish can't score. KDB's just unreliable fitness wise. Even you know, Bernardo just looks a shadow of himself. I think Bernardo's been poor for. I actually thought Bernardo was quite poor for a lot of last season as well. I don't think he's been good for a while. Foden's not really got going this season. I don't know. I don't think he played yesterday, from what I remember. But yeah, he's not done well this season. So yeah, man, Kyle Walker's just a liability for them. It's just. Honestly, bro, it's pretty crazy how bad they're doing, to be honest. I know they've got injuries.
This is their squad from 2019-20, by the way. Look at the drop-off.
I know.
Sterling, Jesus, Aguero, Sané,
Leroy Sané was injured for a lot of that season as well.
Gundogan,
what season is this?
The season that they lost the league.
1920.
The Liverpool. Yeah. I don't think this gets talked enough about, by the way. They scored 102 goals.
That's crazy.
Didn't win the league.
What?
Yeah.
They scored 102 goals.
And what?
Yeah, because they had that drop. They had a drop off after. Did Laporte get injured or something like that?
Yeah, Laporte got injured earlier in the season.
Laporte got injured.
Go back to the squad. Go back to the squad.
Sure.
I think Sané was injured for a lot of the season as well. He got a knee injury in pre-season or something, I think.
That was the year they lost to Lyon as well in the champs.
Yeah, they lost to Lyon later that season. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, one sec. You the defenders? Let me see. You the centre backs?
Defenders?
Yeah, they were playing like Fernandinho at centre back and
Eric Garcia, that ball.
He
So
was
it was
crap.
Laporte.
He was
So
rubbish.
did they only have? Oh yeah, so they had Stones, Laporte. I'm just saying centre back, Mendy and Eric
I
Garcia.
think
as the
Mendy
centre
was dealing
backs.
with legal stuff that whole year as well.
Nah, Mendy wasn't the legal stuff that year. It was more. He was a couple of years later, I think. But when that
Wow.
whole legals. But I think with City that season, Fernandinho was playing centre back for them quite a lot, and Eric Garcia was crap.
Eric
But
Garcia.
yeah, Laporte was injured for a lot of it. But still, like
Yeah, they did have
with City,
Fernandinho. Yeah.
it's just crazy, like how one player get. I know they got other injuries, but it's only highlighted how important Rodri is to that team. But when you're that reliant and your system's that reliant on one team, I think questions have to be asked. Where if that one player gets injured, you just literally just fall apart. Like honestly, it's like for me, it can't just be Rodri. Literally, like what you're telling me, one player causes you to go from winning 4 leagues in a
Well,
row, winning a treble a couple of years ago, to winning 1 in 9.
hey,
Like,
You
come
say
on,
you
that's
couldn't defend this
ridiculous.
season. By the way, you say you couldn't defend this season, but you conceded 2 less goals than
but
Liverpool.
when did they concede those 35 goals like in a batch?
They conceded
Right,
2
that's
to
been-
Spurs,
Where the losses at? Look at the losses.
Norwich City, the Norwich City 3-2.
Yeah, I
That
remember
was-
the
Okay.
Norwich game.
That
Yeah,
So you
That
lost.
was-
Did Norwich get relegated that season?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
So
they
you
was-
lost. So you can see they're 3 away to a relegated Norwich. You lost 2-0 at home to Wolves. Keep going down.
3-1 to Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool, like you can lose away at Anfield. You lost 3-2 to Wolves away.
2-2
Keep going.
Newcastle when we were shit.
2 apiece against Newcastle. Keep scrolling down, please.
3-2 to Wolves.
Palace, like they're the results that cost you. It's them type
Yeah.
of ones.
You have to
Wolves,
remember like, when Steve
Southampton,
said
Newcastle.
when Steve said City had conceded 2 more goals than us that season. You have to remember, I think 9 or 10 of the goals we conceded in the league that season came after we'd mathematically won the league.
That's
So
the-
like,
True.
yeah.
True.
So
That's-
yeah, I think by the time we'd won the
See,
league, we'd
that's it.
conceded 24 or
Big up
something. I
Tex.
think,
Big
from
up
what I
Tex.
remember. Yeah.
Oh, this
That's
is
it.
the
Yo,
year
Si-
Leicester
Si, you
screwed
there?
up. This is the
me
year
know if you're
Leicester
there.
screwed up top 4.
What is it? Let me know when you're about. Are you there, sir? What are you saying, man? You good?
What's up?
Hi,
I think he's having.
hi,
some technical
fellas. How are you? Good. Hi,
Yes,
Steve.
aye. Yeah,
Big
big
up,
up, man. Big up, sir.
Hi,
What are you
Eric.
saying, man? You good, yeah?
All good, fellas. All good. Arsenal drop points. City drop points. Excellent, man. Excellent. Real
Alright.
excellent, man.
Cool. You were saying you reckon Trent stays, and you had some questions for Ryan. So the floor's yours.
See, first of all, I want to ask Ryan why he is not confident about staying. Why he is not confident about Trent? Why he is slagging off?
I think
Ryan.
because I know someone who actually does know people, like someone in the club. Like he'll
I
tell
know
me
a
team
guy
news
who
and
knows the guy. Yeah.
bro, this is the same guy who told me a deal for Anthony Gordon got agreed on the 29th of June that involved another player going the other way. It turned out to be true a month later.
Who was the other player, by the way?
It was Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez.
Joe Gomez.
Newcastle and
Alright,
Liverpool agreed a deal for both of them in separate deals to go,
Mhm.
to basically swap. And I got
Not
told
Joe
that on the
Gomez.
day
Kwanzaa.
it came out.
Kwanzaa.
No. Newcastle wanted Kwanzaa, but a deal actually got agreed for Gomez and Gordon, and it
How
came
did the
out a
deal
month
fall through? Was there
later.
money to?
No.
Yeah, it came out
Newcastle fall it.
Okay.
Newcastle
Call
called
it
it off
off.
when they managed to sell other players because of the whole PSR stuff. That's what happened.
Okay.
But no, from what I know, Trent is gone. Like I just can't see a way in which he stays. From what I know, literally, like Salah and Van Dijk are staying. Like don't worry about those two are staying. I would be absolutely shocked if either of them left. Like they're staying, like 100%, definitely. But Trent, honestly, I really can't see him staying, man. I just really can't see it, honestly.
You can't see or you are not confident.
No, I can't see a world in which he stays. From what I know,
Why?
literally,
Why?
I can't say because I'd be
But
betraying
he's
my
got
guys
ITK, but he's got ITK
I'd actually
basically.
be
He's got someone
betraying
close to the
my
No,
situation.
Like, I
Flawless, I'm
trust
not
that I won't
asking
tell-
sources. Why he's not confident? Why he's slagging him off? Okay, if he go to Madrid, if it happens, why he's slagging him off?
That's
Why
a good
he's
question.
see?
Why are you slagging up front? Yeah, that's a good question.
Why am I slagging off Trent? Because I
Yes,
think
that's
he's
exactly.
showing a bit more loyalty to his boyhood football club.
See, one more. Okay, Ryan. See, you have to show. There is no. See, Gerrard shows loyalty, but he wanted to go Chelsea, right? We stopped him. We stopped literally 2 to 3 times. We stopped Gerrard. He want to go to Chelsea. Jose Mourinho wanted. I think Ferguson wanted. Every big club wanted Gerrard, but we stopped him. Literally, we stopped him in press meet. Also, Gerrard said, "I want to go to Chelsea,"
No, I
but we
know
stopped
he
him.
did. I know he wanted to go.
Oh, see, one more thing,
I also
Ryan.
know
What
why he
I'm saying
stayed as
was,
well in the end.
see, he stayed. What? See, Trent can go anywhere. But my point was, team is performing now. Team is in top place in Europe and Premier League. Why, why have, why have to go to Real Madrid now? If we are in fifth or
Because
sixth,
it's Real
we are
Madrid,
not winning
bro.
titles. See, I will make my point. You can talk. If you are not winning the titles and if you are not in the position to win titles, then he can go. Now we are in top place. We got a good coach on his slot. We are in first place in both leagues, Champions League and now. He can say that, oh yeah, now I can stay. He's 26. See, he just want to win more trophies. He wants Ballon d'Or. That is the main thing. Trent wants Ballon d'Or. And he knows that if he can't win titles, he can't win Ballon d'Or. He want to win titles. And one more thing, he is flexing for money. His brother is flexing for money because Salah wants money. Van Dijk, I don't think wants money, but he will stay. Salah wants money. He wants to be the high player, and Trent wants to be the captain.
Salah's is a lot as much about money. It's more about length of contract with Salah.
Contract and money. See, Salah was 350k. Now he wants 400 above 400k now. With bonuses included, it will be 500.
I think Salah would stay on what he is. It's just about
Yeah,
length
see,
of contract.
I don't see. I can see that Salah will stay, Trent stays, Van Dijk stays because what I am saying that I know my friends is there Liverpool. I know that Trent will stay because I am confident that if my Liverpool was not performing, then he will go. And one more thing, he never say that. And in Spain reports also from last 5 to 10 days, there is no link about a Trent. He stopped. All the links is stopped. There are links between Diego Dallo, Pedro Porro, all links. Marca, any news channels, they're not reporting about Trent. They know that, and some of the Real Madrid fans also know that Trent is staying. See, I think Trent will drag. He will sign in January or December last because his brother was not holding back. He knows that. LFC knows that Real Madrid want Trent. But Trent wants to stay. He wants to be feature captain. See, Van Dijk will leave. I think in next season or last 2027, he will be last season. He will leave. Next captain will be Trent. Salah will leave after 2 years. And one more thing, if he goes also, why you have to slag him? He is the one of the best right backs in the world.
Because Ryan's
He's
emotional.
given.
That's why I say. Because how come the club don't have to show loyalty to Trent? Loyalty works both ways.
A loyalty works, yeah, it's both ways. But we can't slag. See, if Gerrard goes to Chelsea, I say that it's club fault. I don't want to slag him, right? See,
Yes,
flawless. If Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo went to Real Madrid, you fans didn't slag him.
No.
He said, "Okay, well done. You give us 3 good seasons. You won us Ballon d'Or. You won 2 Premier Leagues with us. Good. Go and do that. Sorry, 3.
Record transfer fee. Trent's leaving on a free.
Whose fault is that?
Yeah. See, it's not. It's FSG fault. It's not Trent's fault. We have to slag FSG, not Trent. See, if we are confident, if we are big club, see, if we are big club, acted like a big club, we have given Trent contract before 1 year.
Yeah. Why are you letting a player of that caliber run down? To
Yes.
18 months.
100%.
We didn't
The
have to
club
slag.
fucked it up by letting them all 3 of them get to the final year. I'm not denying.
Yeah, that is.
Wallace,
See,
you know why
But one thing-
you know why
Can
they're
I
in this
rebuttal on what
situation?
Sai was
16
saying
out of 10
about-
decision making.
Exactly.
Can I
Yes,
rebuttal
that
what
is
Sai
it.
was saying about-
See,
Go on, Sai. Once Sai's finished, you can respond, Ryan. Go on, Sai.
what my problem was.
Sai, hold that for 1 second. Oh, bear with me. Big up to Sava, man. Appreciate the super chat, Sava. My done. Appreciate it. I hope you've calmed down. I've not watched your content, but I know you're probably furious at what you've seen at the Spurs. He just said, "Get Ange out of my club, an atrocious manager that's taken us backwards. Much love." Oh, just in case I wasn't clear, Ange out, Ange out, Ange out, Ange out, Ange out, and Ange out. Full stop. Ange out. So I think
Damn.
he's Ange out. That's what he is. Make sure
Damn.
Maybe he's
subscribe
on the
to Sport
fence.
Heritage TV. Phenomenal channel. And hey, to anyone who's Ange in, please go run the gauntlet with Sabo.
Jacob, fortify the fort, Jacob. Fortify the fort.
Go run the
It makes for
gauntlet.
excellent content.
I appreciated the super chat, Sabo. Go on, Sai. Last point. And then
See,
I'm gonna let
what I'm saying, flawless. See, this situation came because of
first,
this
Sabo.
situation.
Big up.
This situation came because of three. See, we didn't have sporting director, and Michael Edwards leave. We have disastrous management back, and another person, Michael Edwards, and another name I forgot, is leave. And Klopp wants to leave. If Klopp is there, this situation not happen. I definitely say it didn't happen. Klopp wants to leave. Klopp leave. Michael Edwards leave. FSC think that see these three players will sign, no problem. They will stay. They will loyalty. They fumble the bag. Now what did they do? They bring all the structure back. They take care of all the back structure. The Mike Edwards is back. Now Richard Hughes is there. Now what they are trying to do is they are paying extra money because they didn't give the contract before. Now they are paying extra money. If you given the contracts before 1 year or 6 months, this situation not happened. This whole situation was FSG fault, not players' fault. Players have to write to ask the money because they all three wants to stay. Trent didn't say I want to go to Madrid. Salah didn't say anything. Van Dijk didn't say anything. This all goes to FSG fault. If you slag FSG, I will slag. Don't slag players, and particularly Trent because he given so much to this club, and he is an excellent world class player, and you can't replace him with anybody. You can see in this panel, you can name anybody who can replace him. Everybody in this panel will take Trent. Flawless, if Man United, you will take Trent, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so even Man United fan also, he will take Trent. That is my point. Don't slag players. Slag FSG. This is the situation. Because of FSG, we are in this situation.
Yeah.
That is my point.
Yeah, go on, Ryan. I'll let you respond. Sai, I'm gonna mute you just because of that. You're getting a bit of echo from you, but just to mute yourself when you want to respond. Yeah. Go on. He can still hear you. Go on, Ryan. Floor's yours.
I think with Trent, it's an interesting one because of when he said, why would he want to go to Madrid when Liverpool are doing so well, might potentially win the league and stuff this season. Jurgen Klopp was a big reason for that because what you have to remember is Trent and Jurgen Klopp, like, Jurgen Klopp was the one who
Big
brought
up,
Trent
Saba.
through it when he was like 17 at the end of the day. Like, all Trent's ever known really is Jurgen Klopp. It's all he's ever known because it's not like he ever got a chance with England really when Southgate was there. And even then, but like club career where you play your football full time, all he's ever known is Jurgen Klopp. He's not known any other manager. He's the one who brought him through as a kid. So, and you saw Trent on the final day of last season, Klopp's last game, where Trent was crying. You saw those pictures at the end of the day, and I just feel like if Klopp was still here, Trent would have signed. I'm convinced of that because of the
Makes sense.
relationship they had. But it makes it. And this is not me saying he hates Slot or anything. It's just the fact that his relationship with Klopp was so strong. But now I feel like, but I also think that Trent. What do you have to remember? Jurgen Klopp relied on Trent a lot. It went the other way. Klopp relied on Trent a lot when it came to build up, creativity, progressive passing.
Absolutely.
It all went on Trent. Literally, it all went on Trent. All went through Trent. Klopp relied on him so much. Slot isn't reliant on him as much, anywhere near as much as what Klopp was. So that's another thing as well. Which is maybe Trent feels he's not as important to the team as what he was under Klopp. Maybe, I don't know. I think so I think that's what it is. I think Klopp leaving was a big thing for the Trent thing. Whereas if you look at Salah was sick of Klopp towards the end. You could tell that. You could tell Klopp. You saw the
West
stuff
Ham.
at West Ham and stuff like that, and stuff you hear as well. I think Salah was sick of, and you can see how much I think he's enjoyed playing under Slot as well. I think with a lot of players as well. So yeah, I think with Trent, it's like I said. I just think
Ryan,
that,
see, you said
well,
so.
and
You
what you have to
said a
remember,
lot.
yeah, we're challenging for the league this season, but Real Madrid, it's not as if Real Madrid are gone. Like Real Madrid will probably still win La Liga this season. Unless
I don't
Ryan,
know.
Ryan.
Guys, this is slowly in La Liga. It's becoming the most intriguing title race besides Serie A.
Atletico Madrid also now is there. They win
Because
4-3.
Atletico Madrid, I believe it's 34.
See, Ryan, I asked you one question, Ryan. You didn't answer. Why you are slagging Trent? See, Flawless knows. I have been in Flawless channel so many times, and so many times you slag of Trent, and you are saying we can replace him. He's not a good defender. Why you have to?
I'm
You
not
can go
against
off. Fuck
defending
off.
this season. I've actually given him full credit for his defending this season. I'm on stream saying I've said he's been brilliant defensively this season. But with Trent, I just don't like the whole going on a free thing. And yeah, the club have to take responsibility for that as well. But I just think that he needs to, like, for you to decide to leave your boyhood club on a free. I just doesn't sit right. I'm not the only person who thinks that. Like, trust me, if he leaves on a free to Madrid, and let's say we play Real Madrid next season, and he comes back to Anfield, he will get booed.
So
Trust
be
me,
it.
he'll get booed.
So be it. It's not his
That's it.
fault. It's your club's fault.
But no, but that's
Yeah,
what I'm
so
saying.
be
That
it.
I'm not the only person who
Yeah,
Classic
will be
behavior from the
against
fans.
they
Trent if he
wrong, but
leaves
they
on a
wrong
free.
too. That you should be booing the owners. That's their fault.
Classist.
Yeah, they can.
Classist Liverpool.
Yeah, they can get the
fans.
smoke as well. I've
That's
always
their
been
fault.
FSG out. I've been FSG
Yeah,
out for
I don't
years.
think that's on Trent. I don't think that's Trent's fault whatsoever.
No, it's not at all. Once you're a free agent for a reason. It's not
Yes.
an accident.
Yeah, if you really cared,
It's
you
an
would sign me up.
intentional decision.
Yes.
See, Flawless. See, my point was, Slot came in. You can see that 1-2 weeks, Trent was not there. In so many interviews after that, last month, you can see Trent saying that he's tactically brilliant. He's enjoying his defending. For the first time, he's enjoying his defending. And Slot changed his whole game. Defending game is so much better now. And he's not creating as many chances last season under Klopp, but he's more effective now. See, every team knows if Trent is on the ball, we can create chances. And what Slot is doing that is you can stay back. There is some situations you can go and do things like Arsenal game, one pass, excellent goal. Like Manchester City, take the ball, Salah, excellent ball. He's not doing that Hollywood passes, excellent Hollywood passes every 2 minutes, every 3 minutes. What Slot is saying that do in periods. If you have to defend, you have to defend. If you are in control of the ball, then you do. See, what is the difference between Klopp and Slot gamers? Klopp end to end, 100%. Then Trent creativity has to come. Now Salah can create. We can create with our midfield. McAllister is there. Soboslai is not good. See, he's not performing well. He's not a good passer, but he can do that. Luis Diaz, Gakpo, all these players are performing around Trent. He's not under pressure.
Luis Diaz can now play as your 9.
9, yeah.
Now.
Yes, and that's why
Luis Diaz is our best 9.
Right?
Luis Diaz is better as a 9. I think Darwin Núñez has to fuck off. I
agree with that. He needs to go.
See, I'm literally, I'm over, man. See, 3 seasons, man. I given him 3 seasons. You can fuck off, man. I can play Diaz there. Literally, you can fuck off, man. So much chances, man. So many chances. Literally, Newcastle, you have 2 chances, man. Okay, 1 chance I will give you off. One chance here, if he scores that, it will be 2-1. That's why, see, Trent is most important player in this team. I think if Trent goes, we can't create chances as much that. And team will lose fear. See, if Man United comes Arsenal or Arsenal or City, if Conor Bradley has the ball, teams not fear. If Trent has the ball, they will fear that.
Conor Bradley got an assist against Real Madrid. Just saying.
Ryan, see, 1 game, 2 games, 3 games, 4 games, not sufficient, Ryan.
This is
The
where
way he said his name.
right.
Actually, scratch that. Ryan, why do you think that Arsenal is still in the title race?
Now, can I just say one last thing about
Go
Trent?
on, and then we'll get to that before we go. Yeah,
Bro,
go on.
Trent's not been good on the ball this season. Before the City game, he's not been good on the ball this season. Trust me, I've always said he's been better defensively this season than he's been on the ball. On the ball, he's been wasteful.
See,
Literally giving
why?
the ball away.
See, yeah,
bro.
you are saying wasteful, right?
Yeah,
Because
he's wasteful.
see, yeah, that is my point. What I'm saying was, see, in a clock system, you can see every 3 to 4 minutes Trent for passing. Trent, you can see Hollywood passes from right back to Salah or Diaz. You can see that this side you can't pass like that, and you can see so many times if Trent pass was cut off or Trent misplaced pass, you can see slot face. He's disappointed. He said to Trent, make sure you hit passes 100%. Don't play like Bruno Fernandes.
But he
Play
does,
like
though. He
you
does
Trent.
play like Bruno
I
Fernandes.
actually had a
Hey,
question.
that's not
Actually,
necessary at all. We're not involved in this conversation.
He does play like Bruno, though. Just
No.
right back.
See. Please, Ryan. Please. I
definitely
don't
plays
want
like
to
him.
repeat. Please don't compare him to Trent. No. Please, Ryan. Please, man.
Trent's better than him, but I'm saying he plays like him.
Yeah,
Alright,
matter of
better
fact,
than
yeah,
him.
he does. He
Off
does. He
this
does.
Liverpool thing, Ryan. Why do you think Arsenal are still in the title race? Let's go there.
They're a good team.
Okay.
Literally, because they're a good team.
who are a
them
good
dropping
team?
points don't mean anything.
Huh?
So them dropping points today don't mean nothing to you.
Are you talking about Arsenal?
No,
Ryan?
I mean, it was. I
'Cause they could
enjoyed it,
potentially
but
be I'm looking there now. They could be 9 points behind you.
they were good today, though. Arsenal. I'll be honest. I thought they
Who
played well.
cares?
It was
Who
just-
cares?
If
No,
9
Ryan,
out of 10, they win
Ryan,
that game.
you are
If they play
saying
like that,
Arsenal
9
are-
out of 10 they win.
It was the
Let's
the
just
1
be
out of
real.
10 they didn't. When are you gonna get off this Arsenal train? Because this has been 3 years now. When you just gonna see that?
See, flawless.
No,
I have watched.
Hold up, side. When are you gonna realize they're not good enough? Because this has been 3 years now. So you're gonna wait to the 4th, 5th year. When are you gonna realize that Tyranny is not the guy?
If one of Slot and Maresca wins the league, then yeah, I'll realise it this season.
All
yeah.
right, okay, all right, fair. Seth, what are you telling me before we close out? Because we're closing out shortly.
Big up to the rest of my 3-point collectors on the panel. Oh shit!
Oh,
I'm the only one.
Yo,
Shut
let's
up.
go, baby.
Shut
Let's
up.
fucking go.
bro.
Steve
Shut
got enough
up.
teams. One of them's gonna win 3 points.
I don't
Fuck
count his
you.
other teams. This is English one.
What?
This is English
Well,
team.
there's shit.
Yeah, I'm good,
Well,
man.
actually, which English team? Which English team? You can pick
We
one.
we didn't lose any points this weekend. Yes.
Thoughts on your game, Surfer. Obviously, I know, but people may not know. So
You know,
thoughts on you
after
lot.
70 minutes when he scored our goal, we owned them. I think 4-3 flat at them. But yeah, I was just on the stream and someone said Spurs had the better big chances, and I was trying to remember them. So I was like, when? Apart from
Maybe the
Son's one.
Solanke one.
Hey,
Maybe the
hey,
Solanke.
Yeah.
Do you know what that
Drugs
game
are
reminded?
cheap these days,
Flawless. Do
Surfer.
you know what that game
Drugs are
reminded
cheap
me
these
of
days.
today?
No, listen. That's why I keep telling us, please listen to me when I talk about this fixture, people. And no matter what, you know what I mean. I don't know why people don't listen to me about this fixture. If there's one fixture in the league I'm confident always on, it's this one. No matter how bad or how good we are, or how bad or how good they are. Listen, for us, knows he heard me. Our manager may change it at halftime. Theirs didn't, and that's you know that's what he did. Caicedo, let's face it, Caicedo was getting cooked down the left hand side, defending wise against Son. Put Gusto on there, and apart from that, highly debatable could have been offside where Son collected the ball and Udogie were going in the same direction in the second half.
That was offside.
That's all that Son did apart from score, that consolation. Listen, yeah, they gave us the penalties, but we can legitimately say we gave them their first goals. You know what I mean? In terms of our defending, slipping over. It's just domination. And I think other rival fans who I don't know or don't interact with have to separate being in a title race from actually winning the title. All I'm saying is that we're in a race. I never said we're going to win it. We're just to win a race. And if we can go if I'm in 4 months' time talking about we're still in a race, then that means my main objective of what it was the top 4 would have been achieved.
Surfer, I'll back you up on that, and I'll say this too. Like, if you look at it, it's literally just looking at it from a points perspective. You are in a title race, just like if you look at the Serie A table right now, right?
I think you know what, Savo? You had me in the first half when you said Son was superb today. You had me in the first half before those first the last two comments. Man. You had me, man. I was bamboozled.
But can I just talk about? Of course. I know it was desperation move, but that is utter negligence for him to start both Romero and Van de Ven today. I know Romero.
That's a desperation move.
I know Romero picked up a different injury. It's not the one that he was out for, but to start both of them is just is too much. Do you know what I mean? And I think how many is that? Van de Ven's third hamstring injury now.
Probably always
He's got
gets them,
reversed.
Brand.
He's done.
That's a problem. That's
bro.
a problem. But back to my team. I just I mean Enzo, since he dropped his baby mama like a bad habit, he's just he's been unleashed. Do you know what I mean?
No, he's Enzo different, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's Enho Fernandez. That's what he's called. Enho Fernandez. That's what he is.
Hey, that whole phase will have to be. Hey, the whole phase can be different people.
Sanchez. I get it. Thank you, Dan Ashworth. Thank you, Dan Ashworth. If you did that deal for Sancho, for us to finish anywhere above 14th and only pay 25 million. Thank you for doing that. Thank you very much. That goal is a banging goal. That goal from Sancho was unbelievable. I know
he made it look easier than it actually is. I mean, Spurs are very easy to carve through, but
he torched. I know Porro's been torched most of the season, but I mean, he torched Porro. That he just every time he got the ball. I mean, yeah.
Hey, Surfer, let me ask you because the title thing is a funny, because I think it's been so clear cut, right? How the two teams at the top have always been the two teams. So for the past couple seasons, it was Manchester City, Arsenal.
Yeah.
It used to be, of course, Liverpool, Man City.
Yeah.
But don't you think it's a bit more wide open than that? And I hear people's reservation with establishing Chelsea, not so much as just being in the race, but being a contender. My thing always is, why wait?
Yeah.
Right? Like, if you can do it now, why not do what might be necessary to go get it now?
What?
So where do you see like Chelsea's? I don't know. Like, what do you think their direction is like with how the table has gone so far?
Yeah, I mean, listen. Every week, this guy Enzo Maresca just surprises me what he does. He's very proactive. If something's going wrong, he will change it. Whether he leaves it to half time or leaves it to half time. But I agree with you say, Eddie. Every Chelsea fan that says we're not in a title race, you know what they'll say in a few lines after that? Oh, but next year. But why aren't we in the title race this year? Oh, they haven't got experience. Well, what experience are they going to have by next year if they're not in a title race this year? What are they going to get? Do you know what I mean? So why not get the experience, maybe win it, but at least have something in the back of your mind that if it happens against next year, what mistakes aren't you going to repeat this year? Do you know what I mean? That Jose Mourinho team, 13-14, only did well the next year. Probably one of the main reasons they did well next year because they were in the title race the year before. They added a few players, obviously, like a Cesc Fabregas and Diego Costa and Courtois. But the rest of the team was from the previous season. So this whole thing, we'll wait till next year. Why? Why do we have to wait? You know what? The thing is, people are still trying to figure out Maresca's tactics. That's what they're trying to figure out. But we also got talent. That's the difference as well. Is our defense the best? No. Is our goalkeeper the best? No. But in these types of games, we'll probably outscore everyone. I think, and big up credit to Sam, I heard it on his stream. I think he's partially right in terms that this reminds me of Brendan Rodgers' Liverpool team, the 13-14 one.
It's way better than Brendan Rodgers' Liverpool.
No, but there's similarities.
I would say it's more comparable to our 17-18 team that got first Champions League final. And that could score goals with Mane, Salah, Firmino, but had a clown in there.
The point. You're talking about skill, right?
I'm talking about just in terms of the defense isn't the best, the goalkeeper isn't the best.
No, that's why I'm saying 17-18 Liverpool.
But the midfield and the attack is very good, right? In terms of that. So that is going to bail you against other sides. That's going to bail you out. Now against like a City, Liverpool, Arsenal's, it's going to be tighter. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be tight games. Now,
you could beat City, to be honest.
Right. Well, that's why I want to play them now. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm saying, usually in those type of games, they're going to be tighter, and we might end up being on the wrong end because
Sava is
Yeah,
Sava
but
is
is the
funny, man.
wrestler as good as Ange as I think not. Football capo, I'm gonna get to that super chat before we close out.
Yeah,
Sarfar, I have one question for
I
you.
just think I don't.
Go on, Sefo. Go on, Sefo.
I just think. Listen, I wasn't really worried about Spurs because I know the history of this fixture. Do you know what I mean? I just know I'm more worried about Flores when we do our podcast and before the Everton game. You will see me more worried going up to Everton because of our horrendous record up there. That's what I'm gonna.
Or Newcastle.
Or Newcastle, yeah. But I'm gonna treat the games like the
Brentford.
next couple of games, Brentford and Everton and Ipswich and Fulham. I want to be the biggest flat track bullies you've ever seen. I want to really just
Well,
like we did against.
Brentford, you play them soon. I forget if it's
Yeah,
home
play
or
them next
away.
Sunday. Next Sunday.
You have them at home.
Yeah,
That's
and we haven't
different
beaten them.
bread.
We have never beaten them at home in the Premier League. But
They are really bad away from home.
But they're away. They've only got 1 point away.
They're exceptional at home. They've
Oh,
won
home,
every
they're
game.
great.
But
They've got the best
drawn
home
one.
record. They've got the best home record, I think.
They've won every game and then only drawn once.
Only one
They've got
draw.
one
They win
point.
all the games.
Yeah, I think they've won. Well, they've only got 1 point away, so the rest of the points they got at home. So,
Yeah.
but that's the whole point. It's like I'm more worried now next week. Not worried, but I'm more like a bit more concerned in terms of that. You know, obviously Neto's going to be suspended because he picked up a booking, so Madueke's going to come in. But you know, we cannot do what we did in the first 17 minutes and be that sloppy.
Yeah,
Because we will get caught out.
Yeah.
Even against one of the so-called lesser teams. We'll just find a day where we can't do because we can't get the goals that we wanted. Now Spurs' problem, well, there's a load more problems, but the penalties were just absolutely horrendous.
Yeah.
Especially that second one. That second one, Palmer's going out of the penalty area. It was like Sanchez's one against Sanchez's one against Højlund. He's going away from the goal. You don't need to make that tackle. You know what I mean? It's just absolutely horrendous.
I've got an opinion on Chelsea.
Nonsense. Go on. Let's hear it before we close out. Go on.
If they sign a good goalkeeper in January, they'll win the league.
Because I knew you were saying like
I think
everything away from expectations from Liverpool, man. Surprise, bloody surprise. Yeah, surprise. But wait, hold up. Wait. But when Arsenal was in Liverpool's situation, it was a complete different thing. All right, cool. Sure. You know what I'm saying these men always running from expectations, man. You know what I'm saying? You must win the league. Not hearing anything else about it. You must win the league. City you're falling off the cliff. Enzo Maresca is new. Not hearing any. And they got dodgy goalkeeper, and Arsenal under Mikel Arteta. Not hearing anything. You don't win the league, you will not be spared. You, not any Liverpool fan, will be spared anywhere. You must.
So
this is a weak ass league. What have I said for the longest? Stop running. Don't worry about what I think. Stop running. You know what I'm saying? Get off your track shoes. You know what I'm saying? Hold on to your balls and say you're going to win the league. Because if this was anyone else,
we must flawless. We must win every.
Yeah, I know you must, but this guy always trying to run. Because when Arsenal were in this situation, when they was clear at top of the league, it was Arsenal this, Arsenal that, flawless. Why you not?
They bottled it.
Hold up, side. Hold up. Why you not backing Arteta? Arsenal is special. Arsenal is this. Arsenal is that. Arsenal don't have Liverpool's caliber of players in terms of world class. How many world-class players do Arsenal have? How many world-class players do Arsenal have? That's it. How many world-class players do Liverpool have? Minimum 4.
At least
4.
Definite 4.
Minimum 4. It's minimum 4. It's minimum 4. Minimum.
Yeah,
worst case now. I'm not saying
4.
anyone else's maximum. The point I'm saying is it's 4. There's 11 players out there. So closing in on half your squad is almost half your team. Almost half your team is world class. Not hearing no shit. And you're not even facing a Pep and a City. You facing 2 novices. When did Enzo Maresca start managing?
Last season.
That's his second full season.
This is his second full season as a manager overall.
Full season. He had a handful of games with Palmer, and that was it.
Wait, hold up. He's never managed anywhere before Leicester.
No, he managed at Palmer, but it was like how many games, Steve? It was a handful, right?
Shit. So he's only managed a handful. So he's never managed.
One season at Leicester. Yeah, one season.
He's one season. Yeah. Oh, you must. One season at Leicester and Arteta, who we know is not good. Hey, you must.
He managed 14 games at Parma.
Okay, so that's it. And what year was
Serie
it?
B.
What year?
2021.
So this is his first job as a manager in the top flight.
Yeah, 2-year gap. Yeah.
And there's a 2-year gap. So this is his first job as a manager in the top flight of anywhere.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
And
That is accurate.
Arteta, who we've seen, is not good enough. Oh yeah, you must. And you have 4 world-class players. I'm not hearing anything. Yeah, I'm not hearing
And
anything.
you have
must.
Salah, and you have Salah going absolutely insane.
Salah, Van Dijk, and Trent. You got arguably in the last 10 years 3 of the best players in their roles.
Alisson,
And Alisson for that.
Konate.
You must. That's all I'm gonna say. Because
They will.
Ryan,
They will.
Ryan
That's
will
the
be
thing.
talking.
Ryan's just
if
a
those 4,
pussy.
you know what's crazy? Exactly.
Ryan's
If those 4 were at Arsenal, he'd be talking a different tune.
Oh
if
yeah,
Arsenal had
he would be.
Salah, Van Dijk, Trent, and Alisson, and was 7 points clear, or 9 points clear, or 6 points clear, he'd be waxing lyrical about them. They had Rayo. No, they had Ramsdale, Saliba, Ben White, and Saka in those roles, and he was waxing lyrical. You must. Hey, Liverpool, you must. I ain't hearing no shit. Big up to Football Capo for the super chat. Says salute Strasbourg and Flawless. Haven't wasted my time on YouTube because Arsenal did fuck all this summer for me to feel confident we will do anything this season. I hear you, man. Salute.
Another suitable,
up, man.
suitable Arsenal fan. I respect it.
Yeah, man.
it. Welcome, man.
Yeah,
Big
Ryan's
up, man. You know what I'm saying? And that you, like I said, you must. And that's to all Liverpool fans. And props to Monts, props to Sai, Bayesian Barnes, Bayesian Pops. I know Coppish have spoken. All the Liverpool fans talking with none of this Ryan stuff.
Some men,
none of this
the
Sam
men with the
stuff.
set of balls.
Yeah, none of this has Sam stuff with Leopard in the tree. No, you must. You know what I'm saying? A manager who's never managed in the top flight. Are you crazy? You better beat him to that league title. I didn't know that. I thought he had managed elsewhere before Leicester.
No, just Leicester. Yeah.
So this guy's literally in his 2nd year of marriage. Hey, you must.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. Hey, LFC Shankly, don't run from that expectation, mate. It's supposed to be Liverpool Football Club. Quick to tell us 19 league titles, 6 European Cups, biggest team in England, one of the biggest in Europe. Mo Salah's one of the best wingers we've ever seen in the Premier League. Trent's one of the best right backs we've ever seen in the Premier League. Van Dijk's one of the best centre backs we've ever seen in the Premier League. Alisson's one of the best goalkeepers we've ever seen in the Premier League. Don't tell me nothing. Alisson might be the best.
Andy Robertson had a really good run at left back.
Yeah, Andy Robertson not hearing this. Kanate's caught none of that.
Man,
He's
fuck
injured, to be
Andy
fair.
Robertson.
Must. I'm saying
McAllister,
Must.
very good midfielder.
McAllister's overrated, but like Kanate's injured, to be fair.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
None of this, man.
Ryan, please, it's late. It's late. No.
I do not.
Don't start on McAllister, man. Please, Ryan, don't start on McAllister.
All right, we closing out anyway.
He's not better than Curtis Jones.
Big up. Who cares? Curtis Jones is a good player too. As is
that's
McAllister,
my
as is
point,
Harvey
still.
Elliott. You know what I'm saying? They're all good.
Elliott's
players.
been injured.
Flawless, I think he low-key Ryan was a Arsenal fan. I think low-key.
Yeah, the way he moves, the fact
I
that
think-
your team's better than theirs, but he expects more from them than he does you is crazy.
Yeah.
But here we are. When you're a better team.
They finished above us
called
last 2
beta
years,
male
to be fair.
mentality.
Yeah, you're a better team.
Nobody
Man,
cares.
That was Klopp.
Nobody cares.
We finished above you lot before, and you lot had a better team than
Hey
us.
Ryan, you want to answer this? How many league titles has your manager won?
One.
In Premier League outside of the. Okay, so he's got one.
One.
How many does Arteta have?
No.
No 0-1 FA Cup.
So your manager has experience winning a top flight division.
Yes.
I can't believe this is Maresca's second full season. Just as a manager in general. That's crazy.
Elite
I just
manager,
presumed that he had managed
Elite
elsewhere.
manager.
Yeah, he's performed very, very well. But Football Capo, big up for the super chat. Hey, Savo, big up for both super chats as well. Sai, Ryan, appreciate the super chats too as well. And big up to Sai again for joining the membership. Big up to Dags, who's been a member for 3 months. Big up Strasbourg Steve, who's been a member for 25 months as well. Big up A Solomon, my done. You know what I'm saying? African King in the building, Egypt in the building. Big up. He says up the fucking Chelsea. Big up to you, A Solomon. Big up to Lewis for the raid as well. Everyone who's joined over from the raid from Lewis's channel. Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. We are closing out, people, but the content is not stopping. We're going to the Premier League Yardman edition, so it's going to redirect straight over there, people. I've already set up the raid, so it's going to redirect there. We'll drop the like, hit the like button, subscribe, and then head over there. But this show, all the other shows on the channel, people, are available on all audio platforms, people. So Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc., as well. And follow the Sarcasm City TV playback, as well as subscribing to Strasbourg Steve's channel as well. Big up to Side dropping in. Big up Ryan, Sir.
Big up, Flawless. Thanks for the opportunity, Flawless.
Of course, man. You already know, man. Blessings. Anytime to dunk on Ryan in particular. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Come here. can beat up this pinata with this baseball bat. It's great. But yeah, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well. Love to everybody. See, I ever laughed. No one even is. I'm just not hearing this guy running from the responsibility and all that. Nah, they'll do this and that.
You're literally
Stop.
His fucking manager has experience of winning a title.
And you have the most experienced manager. Well, the most successful manager previously out of the three. The manager's won more than the other two. I'm not hearing man who's been here in has his first full season at top flight, or a manager who's not won anything in 4 years. No, you must. And you have Mo Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk, and Alisson in your team.
And guess what? They will.
They probably will, to be honest, unfortunately. But if they're not, we will.
And Flawless, what did I tell you? And for people, there was someone that said, "Oh, nobody had Liverpool in this position." I did.
Well,
did me and Kaneki not say this is a very good manager?
And guess what, people? Expectations change. Guess what? Most people, for those that, if your team, you might have your team mid-table. If your team is bottom of the league at Christmas, you know what the MO is? Don't get relegated. That's what it do. Don't get relegated. If you're exactly. Yeah.
Chelsea right now.
But yeah.
Chelsea right
Look
now.
At this guy. Look at this fucking guy, yo. That was good still. I can't lie, yo. That was good. You know what? You got me side. This is Side's first and last appearance on the Q&A as well, people. But you don't see him on the fan calling show no more either. No NBA tonight, Monty, because we're redirecting over to the
NFL.
But big up, no NBA. He said, no NBA. Is there NFL tonight?
Yes, Chiefs are playing.
I don't know. Yeah, it's going right. It's about to go on in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Chiefs and Chargers.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah, Alan might be doing it. But yeah, big up to everyone that has locked in. Like I said, we're going over to the Premier League podcast, Yard Man edition. But this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, bless.